Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I want to sit down and talk tretinoin. For those of you that don't know, tretinoin is the strongest, most studied and best understood of the vitamin A derivatives, the retinoids which are out there. It's something that is usually prescription only in most countries, and it's very rare you can actually find it over the counter. In terms of the amount of science that sits behind tretinoin as a product, as an ingredient, it is unparalleled and has some really great benefits in terms of anti-aging. It can help to retexture and resurface the skin. It promotes collagen, which gives us that firmness and elasticity in our skin. And it also can give other amazing benefits in terms of tackling hyperpigmentation and other skin concerns. So far, you're probably thinking, wow, I need to get my hands on it. Why would I not reach for that product? Well, in this video, I want to share my experiences with tretinoin and explain to you guys why actually it's not a product that I tend to reach for time and time again. And it's not something that features in my own skincare routine. So if you want to find out a little bit more about tretinoin and maybe a different perspective, keep on watching. Now, I want to heavily caveat this video from the start by saying skincare is unique and you've got to use products which work for your own skin's concerns, skin type, tone, and all of that. And of course, if you've been prescribed something by a professional, you should absolutely continue to use it, because I don't think there's any better consultation than one that's done face-to-face with a medical professional that can share with you the best treatments for whatever it is you're tackling. If you're using tretinoin successfully, I'd love to know it. Leave it in the comments below and how it's transformed your skin and your routine. I actually love tretinoin as an ingredient, but I'm going to explain in a little bit more detail why it's not something I personally reach for. Skincare for me is a journey. I think, we almost want to skip through all of that and just get to the destination. But skincare is very much a journey, and it's a journey that happens over many, many decades. And so it can be quite frustrating if you're wanting to get that quick fix and those quick wins. Tretinoin, as I said before, is the best studied and best understood ingredient possibly in the whole of skincare. We know it gives great benefits in terms of anti-aging, reducing fine lines, wrinkles, promoting collagen. It can help with hyperpigmentation by increasing cellular turnover. All of the amazing stuff. It's like the gold star product. It's one of the few things that can actually reverse the signs of aging. And so it's probably quite shocking when I say maybe it's not something that I reach for day in, day out. And that's because I'm at a reasonably earlier stage in my skincare journey. If you see your skincare journey as being from, say, like the age of 16 right the way through till, your 80s, 90s, 100s, it's a whole journey that we go on. And I like to increase the strength of my products as I go through that and really map them to what my skin needs at the moment. I'm in my mid-30s, and so whilst anti-aging is something I'm definitely thinking it's on my horizon and how to tackle the first signs of aging, such as fine lines, wrinkles, loss of elasticity, and some discoloration and hyperpigmentation I'm seeing, I don't think I'm at the stage where I want to reach for the very strongest product out there. I've had some really great results from some other vitamin A derivatives. Yes, they're less studied, but I always say if the product works for you and delivers you the outcomes that you want, then why do we need to mess with that and change that? This is something that you can evolve over time rather than having to go for what you perceive to be the strongest. I featured in a recent video a whole host of my favorite, vitamin A derivatives I would totally recommend you check out, from the lowest strength, those great for sensitive skin, through to the highest strength, and I'm going to leave a link to it up there. Whenever I film a video like that, and you can check the comments in that video and you'll probably see this quite a few times, people are often calling out saying, why are you fooling people? Why aren't you just recommending they use the gold standard, move straight to Retin-A, which is the trade name of tretinoin, and just skip all of the middle steps? Why are you fooling people and suggesting things that aren't as well studied and aren't going to give as great benefits? And that's because we need to map all the products we use to our skin type. So if you're super sensitive, then perhaps, unless you're reaching out to a medical professional and it's recommended by them, I don't think tretinoin is necessarily going to be the best vitamin A derivative that you could use. It creates a whole host of side effects, from dryness, peeling, irritation, redness in the skin, all of the things which exacerbate any existing concerns that you might have. If you're already suffering from sensitivity, then tretinoin probably, even if used very gently and increased in gradual increments, is probably going to send all of that into overdrive, and you need to be prepared for that and really think about it. Also, at the other end of the spectrum, someone like me that has super oily and acne-prone skin, then again, tretinoin might not be the very best you can use. I use this, which is different. This is an adapalene gel. Now, adapalene is a second-generation retinoid, but is also clinically studied and proven to be the most effective when it comes to acne. There is so much data behind adapalene that shows how effective it can be in tackling acne, reducing the redness that you get associated with any breakouts, and it's fantastic for controlling oil levels. In fact, my dermatologist, when I went to visit her to discuss my adult acne, prescribed me Differin or adapalene as a better alternative to tretinoin. And her advice was, if your number one concern is tackling acne and excess oil in the skin and isn't necessarily aging, then you'll get the great benefits from using the Differin, the adapalene, and also some marginal anti-aging benefits at the same same time. So it's kind of like a win-win-win. Normally, I think I would have expected her to have reached for the Tretinoin prescription and said this is the best one to use. But I think tailoring your vitamin A derivative to your skin type is super important. And almost like we do that with every other skincare ingredient, why wouldn't we do it with our retinoid or our vitamin A derivative? In terms of my journey, I have used Tretinoin in the past, and when I have used it, I've always experienced that initial purging, the redness, the peeling, the sensitivity, the irritation, and all of that. Once I worked through that, and that will diminish after about 12 weeks, I enjoyed the results at the other side. I felt my skin was smoother, it felt more elastic, I saw a reduction in those fine lines and wrinkles. It definitely delivered, but for me, I was able to get those same results with fewer side effects and with lower strength and alternatives, like the ones I mentioned in that video. Now, as time progresses, and as obviously the levels of collagen and elastin in my skin decrease further, increased in pigmentation and other skin issues is likely to increase, as it does for all of us as our skin ages, I'll probably want to dial up the strength, and I do think I'll end up on Tretinoin as like the gold standard, the one that's going to give me the best benefits. And this is why I really wanted to demonstrate things being a journey rather than a goal or a destination. I think, you know, as my skin ages, I will be continually increasing the strength of the vitamin A derivatives that I use, and I know I'll be reaching for that Retin-A or that Tretinoin prescription at some point in my skincare journey. I just don't think I'm there yet. And whilst I'm able to get the benefits I want from other products that doesn't require a prescription and also doesn't have some of those side effects, this is kind of why I wanted to reach for them. Now, I hope this video explains to you guys why I don't always recommend or reach out for Tretinoin. If you're in any doubt at all, I would fully recommend you speak to a skincare professional, either a dermatologist, an esthetician, or your own general practitioner to really get their advice on it. I think it's a wonderful ingredient, really well studied, understood, and has so many associated benefits. But it's something that I'll look to in the future rather than something that I need in my skincare routine now. And I hope this kind of explains how using retinols is kind of like a journey. And if your primary concern isn't advanced anti-aging, then is it an ingredient you really need in your skincare routine? I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings below, so share me your experiences on Tretinoin and your thoughts and feelings on using it as a product. Wherever you are in the world, guys, I hope this has just clarified my position on things and why you don't often see it recommended on the channel. And I'm sending so much love. Take care. Bye.